matter what he wanted for his birthday. He told me that he really wanted to get this whole quarterback thing out of the way. So he said it'd make his life a lot less stressful if we could get this quarterback thing out of the way. So I figured with that, I'd go ahead and let y'all know that it'll be a couple more days.
Not the greatest birthday present I ever got.
It's hot out there today. Kids pushed hard, and you know, I'm really proud of the way they're practicing because they're pushing hard. They pushed hard yesterday, and they pushed hard today, and we had good physical practices the last 2 days. So I'm pleased with that, and we're getting to work on a lot more of the game plan stuff. So that's positive. Y'all's floor.
Noticed Kevin Butler out there today. I understand he's been out there for a while.
Man, y'all have been off y'all's mark. We have been waiting on that.
He's kind of incognito. He got the big hat and the glass. But can you talk about how that came together?
Because I'm waiting on somebody. I was just kind of like, we had bets on who would come up with the question. But he's an undergraduate student. He's finishing up his degree, which allows him to help us. And I think it's the greatest asset that a first-year coach could have, especially for somebody who really has not dealt on the psychological level with kickers. And who better to have than one of the greatest to ever kick in the game. And obviously he doesn't, you know, he's not able to be there every day. He's got classes, he's got other things he's got going on. He's got his personal life, his family. But I'm very grateful that he's willing to do it. And he's been a great asset for those guys, kind of a sounding board. There's a lot of places don't have guys who they can even talk to. And he's been a great asset for us. So he'll be with us a couple days a week and help us out.
It's really kind of a minor thing, but is that a paid position? I don't know about student assistants.
Not really student assistant. He's just an undergraduate student trying to get his degree, so he's allowed to come out.
So it's not a paid position.
Is it any closer to a starting kicker? I guess somewhere in that 24.
Yeah, I mean, he could be named any minute. So we're closer and closer, and we feel a lot more comfortable about where we are as far as the kickoff duties and the field goal kicking duties.
Could those be separate?
Could be.
Is there a chance we see Bryce out there punting on Saturday?
There's a chance. You know, he's done a good job kicking for us. The young kid's done a great. Marshall's done a great job as well. That's been a tough battle, really tough battle, because they both do a really good job of getting it off quickly, which is my number one concern. And number two concern is the distance and the hang, because they got such a great returner. So either one of those guys could go out there. They're both weapons, and the good thing is one's right, one's left. So you got different spin on the ball there.
Kirby, is there a chance you're going to wait till Saturday to reveal the starter at quarterback?
Just when we know, we'll know. So, I mean, as soon as we know something, we'll come forward with it. But that's a chance if we don't know who's going to start till then.
Is the couple more days, is that continuing to evaluate how they handle the game plan, like you said last week?
Right. They're both moving forward with the game plan because from my entire library of information getting reduced to a few books, you know, guys start picking things up. They can make things up faster. So it lightens the load some, and guys begin to play faster. Even the guys around them begin to play faster.
Concerning Sony, you know, is it a situation where in the next few days you guys are going to X-ray him, you know, scan him somehow, look at the injury, and then
I want to X-ray him every day. I'm hoping for every day to show progress and show things going on to help him, you know. But ultimately, we're going to make a decision because obviously he's not been able to get tackled to the ground. You don't ever like to play somebody when you haven't done that. It's happened before, but it's not a situation you like to do without a guy having gone through a full live scrimmage.
Kirby, you talk about playing faster on the defensive side. How quickly are the guys able to do what they're supposed to do without having to stop and think?
Well, they better be able to do it. The problem is no matter what we do, we probably won't do what they do. It just never works out that way. It's what offensive coordinators get paid to do, to confuse you and show you something you hadn't seen. And when they got tape on us, we got tape on them. We know for the most part what they're going to do, but we don't know what formation, what motion, what shift they're going to do. So I hope the kids can go out there and play fast because that's what our job is, to get them to do that. But obviously, North Carolina has something to do with that too.
Because would you mind giving us a rundown on who's going to be up and who's going to be down, and you know, when game day rolls around?
Tell me who you want to know about. I got a lot of guys to go through.
Well, I mean, just in terms of your 10 on-field guys, like Schumann.
Yeah, Schumann's going to be up.
Okay.
Schumann will be up. Sharon Rocker, Mel will be down.
Okay.
You know, Jim will be down. Shane will be down. Help on special teams.
Okay.
Sam will be down. Between Coley and Dale, we'll have one up, one down,
Okay.
and, I think that's all the guys.
Yeah, that's
That's
good.
good. If you don't know, just watch kickoff. I never knew that's such a big deal to you guys.
Kirby, you talked before, I think, about how at Alabama y'all went inside because of the heat, legs, y'all haven't been able to do that much. That and practice, some of the rain, how has it affected kind of prep for a game that's going to be in?
That's my biggest frustration, is that you don't get to practice where you play. That's inside. It's not so much just the heat, because you can control that by how much you do out there, cut back on what you do, and how long you're out there. But I like to be able to practice on the same turf inside a building. You know, I always felt like there we dropped a lot of balls inside because it was adjusting to the inside and the backdrops and things like that. That's more of a concern for me than just the heat and weather. You know, they got to push through that regardless. But you know, it's not a perfect world, but we know that there's the end in sight. So we're going to do the best we can with it and control the things we can control.
Do you think you guys have had good quality practices despite having to go in the heat day after day?
Yeah, I really have been pleased. I don't think they've been as fat. Here's my experience. When you go inside, you practice faster, timing's better, everything's faster. It's even that way in the dome the other day. You have a faster practice, so that's a good thing. But the mental toughness of going outside, there's an aspect of that. So this group's had to do that a lot more than the other. So you gain in one area, you might lose in one area. But I don't think you get to sustain and practice as long, as fast when you do that. So you gotta be smart as a coach how much you do out there. The great thing is that we got the GPS system to track legs, how fast they're running, are they dipping, are they rising, where are they going right now? So,
You guys gotten Quincy back to full speed yet?
yeah, I think once he's back, he's done a good job. I wouldn't say he's 100%, but I'd say he's back close to where he needs to be.
Kirby, I know you just coached, your last game was against Clemson, and you have guys on your staff that just came from ACC programs. Have they talked to you about, you know, the quality of that league? And
Yeah, we know the quality of the league. You know, last couple of years, they've had more first rounders than the SEC, and it's a very respectable league. We got a lot of respect for that league. I mean, playing Clemson, Georgia Tech each year, Florida State's a program that won the national championship. You know, Miami's a good program. I mean, there's a lot of good programs in that league. Our kids respect that league. They know. I mean, there's a lot made about that, but not within our department, because we know North Carolina's a really good football team.